I'll never forget the day I was in the hospital in a foreign country, feeling completely lost and overwhelmed. It was supposed to be a dream trip backpacking through Europe with my best friend. But then, just a few days in, everything changed. I woke up one morning feeling dizzy, and within hours, I was being rushed to the emergency room in the middle of a city I didn't know at all, surrounded by a language I couldn't understand. It's a weird feeling being so far from home and having no idea what's happening to your body. My heart was pounding as they hooked me up to all these machines. I couldn't even process what was going on. All I knew was I was terrified. Turns out, I had an infection that needed immediate treatment, and the bills were mounting up fast. At that moment, I was so caught up in the panic of it all that I didn't even think about the cost. But as the days dragged on, I started to wonder, how am I going to pay for all this? I was in a foreign country. I didn't have the language skills, the local support, or, most importantly, the funds to deal with a hospital stay that was quickly spiraling into thousands of dollars. I don't know if you've ever been in a situation like that, a medical emergency, away from home, when everything is unfamiliar. But let me tell you, it's overwhelming. The fear, the stress, the uncertainty. It's like the world is spinning faster than you can keep up with. I kept thinking, how am I going to get through this? But then, out of nowhere, I remembered something. Travel insurance. I had purchased a policy before I left, but I never thought I'd need it. And now, as I was sitting there in that sterile hospital room, it felt like a lifeline. I quickly called the insurance company and explained the situation. At first, I was unsure about how it would work, but they were so understanding. They helped me with the paperwork, they worked directly with the hospital, and most importantly, they took care of most of the medical costs. It felt like a miracle. I'm not kidding, it was a game changer. I could breathe again, knowing that I wasn't going to be buried under a mountain of debt when I got back home. That moment taught me something huge. We never know what's going to happen when we travel. I thought I was prepared, but no one can predict the unexpected. Sometimes, the one thing that stands between you and a financial disaster is a simple step like purchasing travel insurance. I'll admit, I used to be one of those people who thought, I'm young, I'm healthy, I'll be fine. But here's the thing, things happen. Whether it's an accident, a sudden illness, or a delayed flight, travel can throw you curveballs you never saw coming. And trust me, you don't want to be scrambling for answers when you're halfway around the world. So here's a tip. If you're planning a trip, no matter how short or far, always make sure you have travel insurance. And I'm not talking about just any insurance. Make sure you get a solid plan that covers medical emergencies, cancellations, and any other unexpected events. It's worth it. It saved me when I was at my lowest point, and I can't imagine what would have happened without it. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but travel insurance is so expensive. But let me tell you, it's nothing compared to the cost of being stuck with massive hospital bills abroad. I learned that the hard way. A few months ago, I found this travel insurance service that I use now, and honestly, it's been a lifesaver. It's called Auras.insure, and it's a game changer. I'm not saying this to sell you anything, because trust me, I would have found it whether or not they were paying me. It's just something that I genuinely use and trust. They've got great coverage, and they're super easy to work with. They really took care of me when I needed it most. So, if you're traveling soon, take my advice. Don't skip the insurance. It might just be the thing that saves you from a nightmare. Take care of yourself and don't wait until it's too late. Because the last thing you want is to find yourself in a hospital room, thousands of miles from home, with no one to help you. Trust me, you'll thank yourself later. And remember, when in doubt, get the insurance. You never know when it might save you.